Many leaders struggle when faced with an important decision. Some isolate themselves and spend endless hours weighing all the different options. Others spend an enormous amount of time seeking everyone's opinion. And there are a lot of leaders who frankly irrationally make snap judgments they later regret. Today I'm sharing a lightweight and easy to remember framework that you can leverage when making any important decision. Every leader at some point will be faced with making a tough decision. Today I want to share with you the framework that I use. It's easy to remember because it's designed by using the word decide, where each letter represents an important element of making effective decisions. Let's unpack each step. But before I do, I want to highlight the power of the sequence of steps. See, when making effective decisions, the order of each step is extremely important. Let's start by visualizing the letters in the word decide. D is for detach. The very first step is to detach yourself from the emotional side of the decision itself. Accept situations for what they are. Resist the temptation to judge them as good or bad. Whatever's brought you to this moment, just remind yourself that, hey, it is what it is. Resist the temptation to defend, justify, or even rationalize the decision itself. This is only going to lead to more stress. Detachment sets the foundation for making an effective decision. Okay, E is for ego. See, your ego loves tough decisions, so we got to check in with that. Without realizing it, the untrained mind can lose energy in a nanosecond. Leaders must learn to train their minds. You start by recognizing the crazy story your ego loves to tell. The I'm not good enough story, the what if I make a mistake story. Recognize what I refer to as monkey mind chatter. If you find yourself hesitating or being afraid of the decision itself, remind yourself that every achiever is just as scared or as hesitant as you are. It's what makes them and you a high achiever in the first place. Remind yourself that there is nothing wrong with you. Listen to that voice and thank your ego for sharing. It's a blessing to actually learn the ego voice. The more aware you become of the twisted monkey mind thoughts you have, the easier it becomes to sort them and move forward. Okay, C is for collaborate. Never make an important decision alone. Effective leaders at every level in every business have advisors. They pride themselves on what they call shared thinking. See, collaboration helps us to uncover any potential blind spots we have. I like to go on power walks with those I trust the most when I'm faced with a tough decision. It's during those walks that I share my thoughts. I then solicit input and I strategize with others. What mentors, advisors, and trusted souls can you collaborate with? Okay, I is for inner peace. See, the question that most people ask when making a tough decision is this: should I do X or should I do Y? That's not the question you should be asking. Instead, ask, if I did X, would it bring me inner peace? Does it feel right? Weigh multiple scenarios and actually visualize the outcome of each one. When you choose inner peace as your barometer, trust me on this, decisions become a hell of a lot easier to make. Okay, D is for decision itself, right? You have to have a bias towards action. Be willing to make a decision. Don't fall prey to overanalyzing all aspects of the decision. Trust me, it's important to make a decision with the best set of information available. The decision can include plan A or plan B if you're the kind of person that likes contingencies. That's okay. But at some point, you got to make a call, right? Leaders need to be decisive. My advice, always choose what is right versus what is easy. You can compromise, but never compromise your value system, your character, or your integrity. Okay, E is one of my favorite ones. It stands for energy. Once you make a decision, quickly tune into your energy level. Your energy becomes the check and balance of a good decision. Notice if you feel heavy or have low energy. If so, it's a sign you're making an unwise or forced decision. If you feel rushed or anxious, it's usually a sign your ego is forcing you to defend your decision. Conversely, you will feel solid and centered when you're making the right decision. You will feel a sense of relief. Your breathing will be calm. Your heart rate will be low. Your energy level will reveal the answer to a good decision. Let me summarize here. When making any important decision, first, detach from the emotional side of the decision. Check in with your ego, learn that story, learn that talk track. Then collaborate with those you trust the most. Never make an important decision alone. And then visualize the outcome of multiple scenarios and choose inner peace as your barometer. Have a bias towards action and be willing to actually make a decision. Be decisive. And then your energy becomes a check and balance of a good decision. If you want more tools and techniques like the one I shared today, I invite you to get a copy of my book, Freedom to Experiment. How to ignite a new level of energy, focus, and momentum in yourself and your team. Follow the link in the description to get a free copy, and I'll personally sign it for you. Okay, if you like what I shared today, do me a favor. Give it a like, share a comment related to your business, and of course subscribe, because each week I'm sharing content that will help you and your team embrace change, focus your efforts, and accelerate results. Remember this, you're just one idea away. We'll talk to you soon.